Hello, this is Gary with Gabbin of Gary. I conducted an interview with Claudia Strahlhofer, who runs two organizations out of Austria. The first one is Mommies, Daddies, Humans with Heart Ukraine Child, and the second is Bodies for Ukraine Families. She works real hard at trying to help everybody in Ukraine. Um, all the links will be in the descriptions. Please follow my channel. Please subscribe. Please share. Everything that you do helps. And again, thank you so much. And part two will come out tomorrow. You started your organization?
Yes, in the beginning of the war, some woman asked me for clothes for a family who was come in Austria from Ukraine. And I asked in another mother group was located in Deutschlandsberg. And there was so many people who want to give clothes and shoes away. And so I think about it and I think I can start and do this in a big mood, And so I've started with Mamas with Heart for Ukrainian Children. So it goes on, and we start with things like clothes, and after we start to make a group for accommodation.
Right.
Yes.
And I'm going to be asking you all this again. I was just very interested. I wanted to know.
Yes. And then we make a group. First, the sense was that we make friendship from people who are in Austria, from Ukraine, and people who are from Austria to get in contact that they are not so alone. And then there start to come the first people who live in Ukraine and ask for help. And so it gets fast that we have helped them with a little bit of money. And since we start, I donate by myself from my own money around 10,000 euros and make help packages in Ukraine like 30, 40. And before it was free to send with the post of Austria.
Oh, right.
And now they have finished a few months ago with this action. And so we have stopped it because it's too expensive to send it. But I know that about my group, there are, I think, 20 people who donate often. And we have more than 100,000 euros donate to Ukrainian people in Ukraine.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes, and it's all, you don't give me the money and I give it to the others. You put your money to the family you choose,
Oh, wow.
So you give the money directly with PayPal to the Ukrainian people. And you get photo reportage, and they say thank you. And nobody earns in my organization, because if somebody will earn, it will be me. And I have only spent so many money I can do.
Well, yeah, you have a family. What more can you do but put forth all your time and everything and all your energy? And it's not easy doing what you're doing. And I know, because I do everything on my side completely, and I'm getting no help. So I understand.
Yeah. And so in the beginning it was an open group, and then we checked that there are people who are not needed.
Right,
and who want to get money, and so we start to close the group. It's now it's a private group since 3 months, I think, and we check all members. They had to give us a photo from themselves with a passport in their hands. And because we know it also can be stolen, we also take a sheet of paper with the actual date, and we check if it's compatible with the Facebook profile, and I have a little team, and they help me to
That's
control.
great.
Yes.
This is great. You're gonna have to don't go too far because we're gonna have to redo this again. So
Yes.
I don't want you to have to tell the story twice, but that's very interesting.
Yes.
You're quite the most awesome lady, Miss Claudia.
Thank you. Yes,
So
and I have also get in contact with very good people because of this. And today we have spent 550 kilos of food for.
right,
Yes, the boy is in next to Vienna in Austria, and he drives all month with a big car and food into Ukraine and give it there the people. And so I start to connect people who help, that they can help each other, and that they can make better and bigger things. And that's my way. Yes, I'm a very uncomplicated person, and I also have made all my groups that it's not on my work. My thing is that people who want to help and people who need help have a page to find each other, and can make it by themselves, because we are all grown-up people, and we can all connect together. And it must not be complicated that I am inside and I said, hello, I am.
right.
Yes, because on the beginning I also have a bad experience with example. There was a woman, she was also made an help organization, and I think she will do her thing good, but that's only for politic looking better,
Right.
and she contacted me, and we want to work together, and then we make video conferences and Zoom, and I tell her about my things, and after she starts that I should ask her what I am allowed to do. And she take my ideas, said that's not good, and after she said it's her idea and something like this. But it don't hurts me, because I do my thing by my own, and with good people I work together, and with other people I say goodbye.
I have a problem with, there's some people that go on my Facebook page and my YouTube page and try to be very mean over the interviews, and I have to, now I stopped letting comments go on until I approve them, because it was like, it definitely wasn't Ukrainians, saying bad things about the Ukrainian interviews, So I find that to be very interesting as well.
It's not so easy, because there are many people who don't want that other get help, and they don't get. And we know that there are also bad people who tell lies. But I think if I donate 100 euros to 5 families, and there is one who lie, I have helped for. And I think from my 10,000 euros, if there get 7,000 to good people, it's enough for me,
But you're an amazing lady. No, really, because I could tell you here, there's not a lot of people that, half of our country's messed up, so it's really kind of crazy, and it's really nice how everybody's coming together in the EU to help Ukraine, because it's so important.
Yeah.
So
there are
very
many
important.
Things. Last days I get in connect with one man. He go into Ukraine and go on the front. He is from Germany, and he helped there and make first aid courses, and make a big transporter to help on the front with operations, little operations and so on. And he go there. It's a real big risk, but he do it because he wants to help. And
That's right.
yeah, and he know people from politics and from military, and he see my page, and now he want to work together with me because he said together we can start a bigger thing. And my thing is, I think if it works, it works. If it not, it's also okay. You understand?
Right.
Yes. And but you have to be really you had to look, because I tell you before, I have problems with one man. He told me I should make an I don't know the word in English, Verein.
Say it again.
Verein,
Hold on. You know what?
where
I'm
you
gonna
have
do.
members, and
Yes.
yeah, it's also with sport and so on, you know.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
and he tell me he contacted me last year in March, I think, and he tell me that he make concerts for Ukraine charity. And I think, yeah, it's cool. And he tell me he want to give me a little bit of money when it comes in. And after he asked me if we make this Verein, that
Right.
we can get money from the government. And he gets money from the government in my name and take it in his own pockets. And that's a problem, because many people say they do good things, but in the end they want to earn with this. And I know that all the great help organizations also earn a lot of money.
Mhm.
I know it costs also money if you had administration things or something like this. Wait, Übersetzung aktiv.
Is that now? Tell me, are you seeing that in German?
What?
What do you see at the bottom?
I have seen that there is a translation.
But it's not. It's not correct.
It's not correct,
No, not for you.
but I can understand everything you said. I don't need.
Interesting. That was weird. It doesn't work very well, does it?
Okay, but it's not problem. Doesn't matter. But so you have to look, and I'm a people with a great heart, and I like to help. I like to help animals. I help also in my normal life everywhere I can. And perhaps I'm a little bit naive, but I'm not stupid.
Of course not.
Yes, and
And then the more you do, the more you learn.
yes, and so it also can happen that some bad people come to me, but I check it and I make a reaction. And I'm always a nice girl, but I can be also different.
Claudia, yes, you're very good.
Thanks.
It's awesome what you do. I appreciate, and everybody else is going to appreciate everything that you do as well. Let's start this interview, okay?
Yes.
Perfect.
I thought it is the interview.
Well, yeah, we can add this in. I just want to let you know that I'm Gary with Gabbin with Gary, and you're Claudia. Obviously, you're Claudia. Just introduce yourself.
Yes. I'm Claudia. I am from Austria, and I have the help organizations Mamas mit Herz für ukrainische Kinder. And we try to donate, or not we try, we donate money to Ukrainian families who live in this hell of war.
And do you only support the people that come to Austria, or do you send everything out to Ukraine?
No, we support people in Ukraine. In Austria, I have a help organization for clothes, also a group for clothes and something like this, and a group for accommodation. But in the Buddies group, who is my favorite project, we donate money to people in Ukraine via PayPal. And people who want to donate, they can look in the group and search for family they like and donate directly on the PayPal address from the family.
So how did you talked about clothes in the beginning. You said you have a clothes organization. How did that get started?
It started because a friend of mine asked me for clothes for an Ukrainian family who comes to Austria. And so I asked in another local mother group for clothes. And I've got so many good reactions, and I can take so many clothes. And so I think about why shouldn't I start to do it bigger? And so I opened Mothers with Heart, and that's the first reason. And then it comes step by step and more. And now we have evacuate people from Ukraine, get them flats, get close to people in Austria, and donate money to Ukraine. And it's not by myself. I don't can find these flats, but I have found other people who have flats. I have found other people who bring food to Ukraine. I've found other people who have Ukraine peoples in Austria who need it, and other people who want to give. And so I have make a big sites and groups for finding help and helping people.
So I do have a question. So if you're getting clothes for whomever,
Yeah.
where do you store all the clothes? Do you have a lot of clothes that's sitting around?
I don't store this, because if you make something like this, you only get 100,000 clothes and many sheets. And I have from the first time, I'm not silly, I think about it. So people can ask in the group what they need, and other people can say they have. And they don't bring it to me. I don't want to have these things.
Oh, okay.
They bring it directly to these families.
Okay, so you're just the middle person, but you don't take control of the actual merchandise. The people connect with each other.
Yes.
Now, how did you vet the people that need the clothes? Because there's a lot of scammers out there. How do you know that you're giving to real people that really need it?
With clothes, I don't think it's a problem, because scammers don't need clothes, they need money.
Right.
So these groups are open for clothes and for accommodation. And the Buddies group, where we really donate money with PayPal to the families in Ukraine who live in this hell, they are all controlled. If they want to come in, they had to send us a photo with passport and actual date, because a photo with passport you can also steal in internet. We check if they are I forget the word, if it's right with the Facebook profile. I have a little group of Austrian guys who help from beginning, who make detective work.
Wow.
And yes, and if something is strange, we look deeper. And if something is not correct, we put the people out of our group.
And now, go ahead.
Yes, and so we make really hard work that our helpers are in safe. But I cannot 100%, I never can say 100% everything is correct. you can't do in internet. But there are so many groups they don't control. They don't look what's happened. And this body group is really controlled by some people, and we nobody is inside without the passport and the photo and the live location they have to give us via messenger. And there I have people who are only for control, as they are working with the control, and I am the head of this organization, and I looked at there is many heart inside.
Right, right. So you have 3 groups, right?
Yes.
3.
I have the page. The
Uh-huh.
front page is Mother with Heart for Ukraine Children. It's in Germany is Mamas mit Herz für ukrainische Kinder. It's on Facebook, and the good is that internet and helpers, it's without borders, you know.
Right.
And you can help international. I have one guy from Spain. We have people who donate from Germany, and you can also donate from UK. That's no problem, because it's internet and it's free, you know, and PayPal,
Right.
you can donate from everywhere of the world. And this is the first page, and there only I can post, and I let people see what's happened. And then I have one group for things like clothes, but this group is a little bit sleepy in the moment, because in the beginning they need very many things, Ukrainian people who come to Austria, and now it's not so important. And I have put all my things to the buddies group, where you can donate money, and so the other groups are a little bit sleepy. And also is one group for accommodation. There can people write in, they have a flat, they have a room, they want to take Ukrainian people and help them, and others can write they need accommodation, and so they can connect each other. And there happened many things in the background, but because people connect each other by themselves, I don't know everything, you know.
Right, right. So, but okay, so now in that one group you have sponsors who'll take people in, and then
Yeah.
you have the Ukrainians coming through to stay there. Now, how do you vet the Ukrainians coming over to stay? Because, well, let me ask you this question. Has there ever been any issues with any sponsors with the Ukrainians, like people getting hurt or anything like that?
No.
Any negative?
Yes, really, we have get negative hearings, because some Ukraine they get money from Germany, from the government, and don't buy food or pay a little bit. They buy a handy or something like this, and one woman gets a big box of sausages and put it into the Mistkübel. You understand?
Yes.
Yes. And yes, but these are little things. There are no bad like hurt or something, but people who help since 1 year get a little bit frustrated, because there are also people who come from Ukraine who are not thankful, or who think they have to have the same good things like in Ukraine. But people who come really from the war, they are thankful for all. But there are also coming people who are not inside the war, who don't see these bad things, who come to Austria or to Germany to be safe. And some of these women are very thankful, and wonderful, but some of them, they are not thankful, and they think I should be treated better. You understand?
Yes.
Yes, and that's a little bit of problem, but I think that's not so a big problem, like somebody will steal or hurt someone. I never hear about this, but this is not a thing I do. I have many people in the group who do this, who take Ukraine people on her place. I have no contact in real life, you understand? I have
Yes,
only
ma'am.
the platform. I have only online, and I have met people from Ukraine. They come to my house and I cook for them and make a nice afternoon. But I don't take one on his hand and say, oh, we go to the government and we take a flat and we take something like this. I connect people who can help with flats, who can help with clothes, who can help with money, who can help with government. And so they can, everybody has his own part. My part is the most time only online.
And I know there's so much good, there's a lot of good people that come over and
Yes.
really try to support the sponsors. They try to help. They contribute to the household. They contribute money for food because they know that, that nothing's free. So they've been contributing in that way. And I know a lot of Ukrainians do exactly. I mean, they just put forth a lot of effort to help their sponsors. I just want to ask the one question: when there is a problem with the guest, how does the sponsor deal with that problem to get that person out of their house?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, because this is not my I don't do this, I don't do this.
So if the sponsors are taking their guests just at risk?
Yes.
Okay.
Because these are sponsors who do this by themselves. They don't do this because of me. They do this by themselves. It's only the page or the group that they can connect each other,
Yes.
And the most people who take foreigners do it before my group, and do it without my group. And but I have made a group that they can put their flats inside, and that Ukraine people can ask for accommodation. But it's not my thing. These are grown-up peoples. They had to get in contact by themselves, and they had to control by themselves, and they had to look by themselves. That's not my my work,
Right.
But in the group where it goes with donation to Ukraine people, that's my work, that I can say I do everything that I can say the group is safe, and there are not only scammers inside, and there are good people inside and real people inside who are really in needed, and that's my work.
How many people do you think you've helped?
I know there are over 200 families in the group.
That's beautiful. That's really amazing.
Yes.
And the people you said who give to money to the Ukrainian people, you don't actually give them the money. The people come in, or I'm going to say the sponsors and the guests in this chat room, and they say, hey, I'm going to pick him or her or that family, and I'm going to give them money straight through PayPal, which doesn't go to you. It just goes straight to the family or to that individual.
straight to the families. And sometimes people donate to my PayPal account because they want to be anonymous, or they want, but it's one time in month, 20 euro, I think.
Right.
And by the way, I give it to the next family. And so I tell you before, I have donated 10,000 euros of my own money. And I am only a little secretary.
Hey, this is Gary. Thanks for listening to part 1 with Claudia Strahlhofer. All the descriptions will be in the links. Again, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, become part of our work here, and join me on Patreon. And I hope that you all have a great day. Part 2 will be coming out tomorrow with Claudia Strahlhofer. Thank you.